Hello everybody, it's Elena. I'm sharing with you my Easter swap, the project I made for the Easter swap in the Facebook group Country Creational Swaps. We could make whatever we wanted to, but it had to be Easter themed, and it must have no name of the crafter on the project. That's because it is a secret, a mystery swap, and it is really funny. So I decided not to go for a classic project like an altered Easter egg. Last year I made one just for me, or a basket or chicken or something, because I love them, but I wanted to make something different. So I decided to make a snippet folder. Well, I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube about snippet rolls. I made one recently for June Angel Pews, but I've never seen any video about snippet folders. But this doesn't mean this is my very original idea, because I can't rule out the fact that maybe many crafters have already thought about that, and there may be dozens of videos about that. It's just I've never seen them. So this is my snippet folder, and the concept to me is the same as an Easter egg, because the surprise is inside. I just go through how I built it. It ties with some satin ribbon, and in order to build it I've used a curtain. I have a huge curtain I found at the flea market, and the fabric is linen mixed with cotton. I cut 4 pieces this size, and I paired them, sewing them 2 pieces and 2 pieces, if you see what I mean. And inside, between the 2 layers at that point, I put this. It is not soft and stable because it is too expensive for me, although it is wonderful. It is something that's used in the packaging industry, I think. I had it in my house, probably something my husband uses, and it is like a very thin polystyrene, and I've noticed that it keeps the pages, I'm not saying sturdy, but the pages of this folder and fabric box are not as floppy as if you don't put anything in between of them. On top of the material, I first added this gorgeous dangle trim. It comes in this beautiful cream color, and then just the central piece of the curtain, which is this gorgeous lace. I think it's white on camera, but in reality it is a very pale ivory, and it's perfect for the vintage look I wanted to achieve. I lined then 3 sides of the folder with this gorgeous, delicate, coffee-colored trim, and on both sides I've put this other wonderful trim I recently bought. It is light peach and cream here and here, and then I choose an image from Pinterest with a beautiful bunny drinking tea, and bunnies make me think of Easter, so I choose this image and I framed it trying to pick up the colors of the image itself. I've used this beautiful scalloped pink trim and this white one, and then I cut a piece from this very same lace, just a piece to make this shape, around one side of the picture, and to which I added this sort of little thin braid in a peach color, light peach color, and then there's some dangle trim, tassel trim, sorry, on the bottom. It is brown, and a piece of light brown trim here. And my twist in the project was to add 2 chipboard pieces or wooden pieces. So I choose 2 pieces coming from the bags of cut-offs I have, and they are 2 swirls I put on the sides of this beautiful flower. I didn't alter them, I didn't emboss them, because I loved their color. It matches well all the rest. And then I added a little tag with something like the surprise is inside, something like that. And actually the surprise is inside, because like I said, it is a snippet folder, so I put snippets from my stash. The first one is a piece I cut from a table runner to make a square doily, and then there are bits and pieces I had. For example, this is a golden piece of a collar, and some trim here, and 2 flowers like appliques with pearls, and this gorgeous piece of lace I bought quite a long time ago. It is really beautiful, of pale gold. And yes, I mentioned the butterfly, and here I stitched some charms and hearts. I put a braid, a beautiful braid in the center to form like 2 pages. Hope you can see it. It has different colors, it's really beautiful. And here we have a beautiful rosette lined in silver, some white and golden flowers, then 2 pieces of a strip of rosettes. And these are really gorgeous even when you spray them and change the color. I did it in the past and they turn out fabulous. Then I added an applique here with beads and sequins, and this piece is a very vintage cotton, all embroidered in roses, and some more trim here. This is lace actually, and this is a little bag I crocheted with, it ties like this on the side, and I put some buttons in it, and there are even pieces of dried lavender, because I've used them, I crocheted them to more than one, to put dried lavender in and put them in drawers. So there are some pieces of lavender, but well, my partner can take them off, of course, but they smell nice. So this is my snippet folder, and just one thing I want to point out is that you see lots of tails of thread here and there, but that's not because I decided all of a sudden to become sloppy and leave them all around. It's because of the shape of the thing. When it is a snippet roll, it is easier to use a thinner thread and to stitch them properly, because a snippet roll is basically meant to be all taken apart. But in this case, I wanted my partner to see where the stitches are by following the tails, so she doesn't risk to cut the folder, because they are all stitched on this, just on this part of the material, if you see what I mean. I hope it makes sense. And so this is my snippet folder. I hope she likes it, and thank you all very much for watching, and have a fabulous day. Bye bye.